Anakin Skywalker was one of the most gifted Jedi ever, and being the chosen one, he had the potential to become the greatest of them all. With this in mind, why did Anakin lose to Obi-Wan Kenobi on Mustafar? Anakin's Force powers were far more powerful than Kenobi's. This was because Anakin was so gifted in the Force, most likely because he was the chosen one. In episode 1, Anakin's midichlorian count is said to be even higher than Grandmaster Yoda's.
The reading is off the chart. Over 20,000.
Even Master Yoda doesn't have a midichlorian count that high.
No Jedi has.
In fact, Kenobi was actually not very gifted in the Force. Instead, it was his massive amount of training and discipline which eventually made him a Jedi Master. Fighting-wise, Anakin used Form 5, Gem So, which was a more aggressive form, typically relying on overpowering your opponents. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan used a fighting form known as Sorisu, which was an extremely defensive fighting style. I would say they were both at the same level when it came to fighting, especially when they are both up against each other, since they had fought together for years. They knew each other's moves extremely well. So if they are both evenly matched when it comes to lightsaber fighting, but Anakin is more powerful in the Force, shouldn't Anakin have won? Judging purely on their powers? Yeah, I think so. But there's one big thing we still haven't talked about. The final battle on Mustafar had more to do with Anakin's mental state than anything else. Anakin was an emotional wreck on Mustafar. His mind was filled with overwhelming emotions, regret, fear, uncertainty and anger, on top of the fact that he was using a part of the Force he didn't have much experience with. All of this leaves Anakin in an extremely conflicted state, and as we all know, when a lot of stuff is on our mind, focusing on things becomes extremely difficult. Obi-Wan was able to use this to eventually gain the upper hand on Anakin. When this happened, Anakin became a little too confident when he decided to jump over Obi-Wan to finish him off. In fact, the final move Anakin does in the fight mimics the exact move Obi-Wan used on Maul in episode 1. In short, it was his powers which made him arrogant, and his lack of ability to focus those powers properly that led to his defeat. Had he been just a little more patient, I think he would have been able to beat Obi-Wan, but that's a fanfiction for another time. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. With that said, have a great day, may the Force be with you, and remember, this is the way.